Boruto episode 53. Now this episode had like a lot of ups, a lot of downs. One of the first things I want to talk about that I was really like kind of upset about was the fact that Sasuke and Kinshiki didn't fight in this episode, and I was really speculating, I was really hoping that they would fight in this episode, but it looks like they're not going to be fighting in this episode. It's going to be what I actually spoke about earlier, or in another video I said that maybe it'll be like a flashback, because in the manga Sasuke actually told Naruto about their encounter, or Sasuke's and Kinshiki's encounter, and then it was like a flashback scene right there. So it'll probably be something like that. Hopefully they just don't take the whole thing out, because obviously a lot of people do want to see Sasuke in a Kinshiki fight animated in like a long version to see exactly how Sasuke came along and how Sasuke came. But into the actual episode, the good things and my favorite thing, my man Urashiki pulled up for the smoke. Now, I ain't gonna hold you. Toneri was not prepared at all. I don't know why Toneri wasn't prepared, but it wasn't as much as he wasn't prepared. He just lost. Like, he just couldn't really do anything. And maybe it's just the fact that Urashiki is just that powerful. Maybe it's the fact that Toneri just didn't have his Byakugans, and he really couldn't see what Urashiki was coming with. But Urashiki had some sort of whip, and it's basically made out of that red thing that we've seen Kinshiki use a lot in the movie as well. I'm not completely sure what that is. I'm pretty sure they're going to dive more into it in the anime, because they have more time to give us a lot more information about these Otsutsuki members. But Toneri, I have no idea why he is still blind. Maybe you guys could catch me up on this, but I could have sworn like Toneri had like a million or a zillion Byakugans just in his back pocket that he could possibly just go to and just put two of them in his eyes. Maybe they were all destroyed by Naruto, or back then when he fought Naruto. I have no idea, but I'm very happy that we actually did get to see Urashiki and Toneri meet for the first time. Even though it wasn't like extremely long drawn out fight, I feel like it was really important for us to actually see Urashiki and what Urashiki was actually working with. Now it looks like Urashiki is going to be extremely overpowered. Is he stronger than Momoshiki? I have no idea at this point, but it looks like he is extremely strong. He was just able to defeat Toneri like that in a matter of like 30 seconds. The thing with Toneri as of right now, of course he's not dead, because Urashiki Otsutsuki said that he wouldn't be dead, like he wasn't dead. And I'll pretty much make a whole video just dissecting what Urashiki and Toneri was talking about, because they were talking about some crazy stuff. But just to scratch the surface, it looks like there's a main branch of the Otsutsuki clan, or there's a main family of the Otsutsuki clan, and they were basically talking about how Toneri disobeyed them, and how Toneri is just like an embarrassment, or he must be embarrassed after that showing with Naruto. But Urashiki don't know how strong my man's Naruto is, so let's just put that to the waistline. But I think Toneri is probably gonna be sealed. I'm gonna call it sealed. I know he's like quote unquote frozen in time, but I'm just gonna say sealed for right now. Obviously I feel like he's gonna be unsealed or unfrozen in time later on in the anime, and hopefully I think that Boruto is going to be one of the people to be there when he is unfrozen. Now, directly after that scene, we actually seen some wind gush. Boruto looked up at the moon and he held his right eye. Now, of course, you guys know that's the eye that his eye dojutsu is at, the Jougan. And it really seemed like the writers of Boruto were really trying to get you thinking like, hey, Boruto's eye dojutsu is about to activate, or something is going to happen with Boruto's eye dojutsu. And they have been teasing Boruto's eye dojutsu a lot. Of course, it's in the ending of the Boruto episodes, so I'm pretty sure we're going to see Boruto's eye dojutsu a lot in this arc, and it's going to be something very different from the actual movie Chunin exam. Now, another thing that was really different from the movie Chunin exam is the fact that Boruto did not go on the mission. Now, in terms of the movie, Boruto had to go on a mission to retrieve a panda. He went on a mission with Boruto, Sarada, and Mitsuki, and I feel like they really did that in the movie just to show us or showcase Sarada and Mitsuki. And this is very significant, mainly because Dr. K, when he actually presented his ninja technologies to Naruto, Boruto was not there in the anime. Now, in the movie, Boruto was there, and he actually endorsed Dr. K's ninja technologies, and he said, hey, I think we should have that. But Naruto, of course, declined. He said no. But now, since Boruto wasn't actually in Naruto's office when Dr. K presented the ninja technologies, it's kind of getting me thinking, is Boruto actually going to use the ninja technologies in this Chunin exam, or is he not? Or is he just going to go out and just flat out be Boruto, the Boruto that we know and love, the overpowered Boruto that we've been seeing for the first 52 episodes or 53 episodes so far? Hopefully he doesn't. I know a lot of people think that the ninja technologies are just like a complete waste of time, especially in the Chunin exam, because it's that embarrassing scene where Boruto is basically confronted by Naruto for using the ninja technologies, and of course a lot of people did not like that scene because because we all felt embarrassed for Boruto. I really hope he does not use the ninja technologies. Going on to Dr. K. After Dr. K left the office, I'm pretty sure everybody here knows it's pretty much been like the hot topic throughout the whole day so far. We got to see Kashin Koji. A lot of people have been kind of confused about this. It is Kashin Koji. It's Kashin Koji because of the beard. Like, we can clearly see the beard. The beard, I think, is a dead giveaway. Of course, that's Kashin Koji's beard. Ao doesn't really have that beard, so I really think it's Kashin Koji. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, but this is exactly where Dr. K is put under the genjutsu, and I think it's cool that they implemented that in the anime, mainly because in the movie that wasn't there. And I think in the movie they probably didn't even think of putting Dr. K under a genjutsu. They probably didn't even know they were going to make a character called Kashin Koji, or Ao was going to still be alive, things like that. So I'm really glad they implemented that. They're explaining a lot more in the anime. Now, in terms of the comparing and contrasting of the movie anime, real quick, there's a lot of like copy and pasted scenes from the movie, and to just touch on a couple just so you guys know, it's like the Naruto interview. I was like, this is like deja vu, like it's like I'm watching the movie all over again. They pretty much asked the same questions to Naruto. Naruto pretty much answered it the same way. Also, the fact when Boruto was actually cheating on the game and he actually gave Shikadai and Inojins the cheat codes, and not only that, but when Boruto met Sasuke, that was like a copy and paste thing, but it looked kind of different. It was probably redrawn, or it was drawn by a different artist, and I don't think that's a bad thing at all. I actually think that's a good thing. They didn't just literally copy and paste it. I think that was cool. But the main thing I'm happy about, and why I really can't complain about them reusing some scenes from the movie, is the fact that they're adding a whole lot more things. For example, another Otsutsuki member, Boruto's eye dojutsu, Kashin Koji, things like that. They're adding in, or they're implementing a lot more things to catch or keep the audience entertainment levels up. And I feel like that is a very good way to go about this, because obviously we know they're going to eventually have to go by the same roadmap that we see in the movie. Boruto's eventually going to have to defeat Momoshiki, and Boruto's eventually going to have to get the seal, things like that. But they're adding a lot more different elements. I feel like that right there is definitely going to be a key part in keeping the audience entertainment levels up. If I were to compare it to a series, some of you guys know this, but Dragon Ball Super like completely rehashed the Resurrection F saga, which was with Frieza, and the audience really didn't like it. And I think Boruto is pretty much learning from that, or the rise of Boruto is pretty much learning from that, and they're really trying to add a lot more new stuff, and I think that's really good. Now, to move on from that, this topic is going to be talked about a lot, and it's the fact that if Naruto is actually a good father or not. Now, obviously I talked about this before, and I kind of went over this about Naruto actually missing Boruto's birthday, but now we're talking about Naruto in the sense of him missing Himawari's birthday. And I think it's very two different distinguishing factors, mainly because Himawari is still young. At that point, Naruto was in Boruto's life. Boruto understands that he was lucky enough to have Naruto when he wasn't a Hokage, but he feels like he doesn't want Himawari to feel like how Boruto feels towards Naruto as of right now. Boruto's number one goal to keep Himawari happy is to have her father at her birthday party, and that just did not happen. Now, we know that Naruto the Hokage has been very busy, especially since the White Zetsu thing. He actually commented on that as well, that he's been ramping up a lot of his shadow clones to take care of a lot of situations in the Konoha, but still, as a family man, I mean, you have to kind of be there for your children. I mean, even if it's like not completely the whole day or like the whole night, you're just with your family. Obviously we know you're the Hokage, but I just feel like you could probably leave like a shadow clone in the office for like, I don't know, like an hour 30 minutes, and you just go home for like an hour 30 minutes and just spend time eating some cake with Himawari. I feel like that probably would have been way better. Or sometime that day he could have probably just said like, hey Himawari, I'm not gonna be there today, maybe we can have your birthday party tomorrow, things like that. Like, he could have done something. But in a sense, I understand where he's coming from. He's the Hokage. He has to take care of a lot more things, and he doesn't really have a lot on his plate for Himawari. But personally, I feel like 30 minutes isn't that much time. So I'm kind of torn in between the two answers, like if Naruto really messed up today, or if he's just being the Hokage doing his job. So I want you guys to tell me in the comment section below, do you guys think that Naruto was a good father in this episode? But off of that subject, we finally got to see the meeting between Boruto and Sasuke. This right here was basically like a copy and paste with the movie. Of course, it was frame by frame exactly, but I think it was redrawn, as I said earlier in the video. And Boruto, of course, was enamored by Sasuke. I think everybody here would have been enamored by Sasuke as well. Just seeing Sasuke moves extremely swift. But I have to say, I'm really happy that we are getting to see Sasuke a lot more in Boruto. We got to see him 2 weeks in a row, even though it was like a small sample size. I do expect to see Sasuke in the next episode a lot, especially if he does go to Naruto and like retell the story with Kinshiki, so we could get to see that fight reanimated. Hopefully we do. And the next episode as well, we're going to get to see Boruto try to get training from Sasuke Uchiha, and I think that right there is going to be a very good or a very interesting scene. And also he has to practice his rasengan with Konohamaru. Konohamaru is going to be like an afterthought in this arc, man, because we've seen Konohamaru for so much in this anime already. I think the main focus in this arc is going to be on the Otsutsuki's Naruto, Sasuke, and Boruto's dojutsu. So we have a lot to look forward to in Boruto. Hopefully it does turn out or pan out the way we want it to. But let me know what you guys think about this episode in the comment section below. But it's been your boy Baara, and we out.